Now, on the other hand, if you mention Marsh Creek, many people in the Saint John area simply turn up their noses. But an environmental group is now hoping to change that reaction by changing the creek from a toxic place to a nice place. CTV's Ashley Dunbar explains.
The water may not be the clearest, the land not the cleanest after decades of East Saint John raw sewage pouring into Marsh Creek, but members of the Atlantic Coastal Action Plan, or ACAP, are looking to change that.
We're going to actually be doing something really unique for a tree planting and having the volunteers and our staff canoe both the trees, the materials themselves, down to where the tree planting is going to take place.
Graham Stewart-Robertson is a project manager. He says Marsh Creek is a hidden gem of the city and hopes this tree planting is just the beginning of a long-term restoration project that continues after sewage is redirected into a new treatment plant.
We want to see, as harbor cleanup comes online this year, things start to get cleaned up in terms of the sewage becomes a non-issue for people, and hopefully the smell disappears along with that. We can start to restore the creek, get some trails through it, start to deal with things like flooding, and issues like this tree planting, events like this are really the first step to making that happen.
Over the next couple of days, the tree planting will begin. ACAP, along with volunteers, will be planting around 350 trees. ACAP is getting financial help from CN's EcoConnexions program for this project. Jim Feeney is a public affairs director for CN. He got a first-hand look today of the creek and says he sees a lot of potential.
What we have now is something that's in a very raw, natural state, and it's going to keep that, it's going to retain that natural heritage, but it's going to become accessible to the population of Saint John and help the project that we're part of with the 350 trees that are going to be planted in sensitive areas. That'll help maintain its appearance. It'll help sustain it over the long term.
In the future, ACAP members say they'd like to see a trail along the creek. They're hoping the tree planting will be the beginning of a project they say could restore the creek and make it a spot to enjoy for years to come. Ashley Dunbar, CTV News, Saint John.